Hello, and welcome to
Immortal Monsters.
the podcast shedding candlelight on cryptids, hauntings, mythology, and more. If it is weird, we are talking about it. This is your host, Lee Dawna. I am a thriller and suspense author with some fantasy thrillers coming soon, which is the very reason for this podcast. In order for me to write fantasy fiction, I have to know a little something about elves, alternate realities, and truly weird things like the Straw Hat Riot of 1922. If you want to make a case for living off the grid, look up the Straw Hat Riot of 1922, then get out of civilization. In the words of Arthur Conan Doyle himself, once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains, no matter how improbable, must be the truth. So while I am searching for that truth, I am going to compile my notes and share that research with you. Immortal Monsters is available in audio format on all podcast players and will include video on Spotify as well as my Lee Dawna Books channel on YouTube under the Immortal Monsters playlist, where you can avoid all of my late night, no sleep, author related ramblings. So, like, subscribe, rate, review, and follow the show on the platform of your choosing. This will be a monthly show. As time allows, I'll release more frequently. But for now, in addition to the regularly released monthly episode, I'll also have a monthly release of a bonus episode on Patreon. The first bonus episode is up now, and it's one in which I share some of my personal experiences with the paranormal. I will warn you that the first Patreon video is not great, but I couldn't record it again because in the second half of that video, I detailed the scariest experience I've ever had with what falls under the category of a supernatural experience. And no matter how many years pass, thinking about that day still terrifies me. So while editing made me cringe, there was absolutely no way that I was going to force myself to record that video again. However, my second Patreon episode is all about imaginary friends. Are they make believe, or do children see dead people? Again, I have a personal story to share with you, and it is creepy, but I have no fear attached to it, which I find very interesting considering who it was my little girl self was apparently talking to. In addition to that bonus episode, the upcoming topics of the main show include the Royal Irish Leprechaun, poltergeist, and what I like to call twin theory. We'll touch on doppelgangers, twin mind links, twin mythology, and even split personalities. If you have a topic you would like to suggest, or you have a weird and strange story of your own, my email address is leedawnabooks@gmail.com. That is LeeDawnabooks@gmail.com. You can also find me on social media using some form of Lee Dawna, Lee Dawna Books, Lee Dawna Author, or just go to my website where you can find all the links to everything you could ever want from me, and that is leedawnabooks.com. I hope you enjoy the show. We are going to keep this lighthearted because the world has enough darkness. So be kind, do not provoke demons, and remember that civilized society is evil.
Immortal Monsters.